So when you hear the word invest, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Let me guess. Money, right? For most of us, money seems to be the first thing we think about when we talk about investing in yourself or investing in your career or basically just investing. And being a creative in the digital world, I had to invest a lot of money, into my creative career. And it was speaking figures now. I invested over $10,000 in my creative self. And I'm ashamed to say that I regretted some of these things. Now, the reason why I said I regret it is because I felt there are a couple of things I should have actually invested in before actually going all out with investing with money. And this is what I want to share with you in this video. There are a certain number of things I feel you can invest first before investing a lot of money in your creative career. Now, all these figures I was talking about was something that happened over the space of 3 years. So don't think I took out $10,000 and, put it in myself. So I really hope this video will be helpful to you, and the information you're about to receive in this video, do not consider it as financial advice, but I feel someone who has done it, let's see if it will help you also. That wasn't smooth. Enjoy the video. So I think the first thing to consider is developing your skills. Now, there are certain things that make you who you are. There are certain things that make you the creative you claim to be. And why not invest in those things first? It doesn't have to be all about spending money to buy an online course or buy all sort of different things. You can actually find out what you really love to do and decide to put in more time and effort even to these things. Understand that improving your skills doesn't always mean investing in higher education, although this is an option that can be considered and perhaps a necessary one depending on your career or field. But investing your knowledge and skills can take many forms. And in addition to this, expanding your level of knowledge is so important because it really helps you become a better person overall. You can consider taking a step further with your career. You can decide to take online classes, free ones for a start, so you can become familiar with the field and know exactly how things should go. Personally, when I started my own career as a designer, there weren't too many resources to get online for free, so I had to pay to some extent. And when I realized that most of the things they were teaching me are things that are readily available on YouTube, I decided to just stop and focus more on learning from YouTube. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't pay for courses. They are really important. They are necessary in some cases, and it's up to you to know when you should invest in these things. Also, you need to utilize available training platforms. Enroll in workshops, conferences that are free at first, and if you see that to benefit you eventually, then you can take a step further to pay for these services. Also, you need to expand your knowledge. There's a lot of information out there on the internet, so you can decide to invest yourself in reading books, pursue new articles, watch TED Talks, YouTube videos. There are a lot of skills out there that I feel you can actually leverage and make the best of these things. Finally, about developing your skills, you need to actually stay up to date about the latest trends and advancement in your field. So be careful to, follow experts who know these things better than you can, read publications, blogs, and just stay up to date even with the latest news. Because I feel the more up to date you are, the more you can tell if any information that is coming to you is for you or not. So we're going to number 2, explore your creative side. There's a fountain of creativity within most of us that hasn't been tapped or certainly hasn't been used to its highest potential. We may need to unearth and own our individual creativity by learning a new skill or spending time on something that brings us joy. Personally, I enjoy taking experiments and trying out new things for myself because I understand that they help my creativity a whole lot better. And if you feel that you're someone who is really talented and you're creative and you're skillful in several things, then decide to explore a lot more about these things. You don't even know how creative you are until you do certain things, so don't keep yourself back. Personally, experiments like quitting social media, understanding how finances work, the business of design, and a whole lot of other things about my creative self, I decided to invest time and energy in discovering these things, and it really helps me come this far, even though I wish I had done them even earlier in my career. Now, number 3, nurture your mind and your body. This is something I talk about a lot on the channel, which is for you to actually spend more time and energy, and knowledge in your physical and mental endurance. Expand your mind by learning new things and keeping active even with your physical body, because if your mind is not in check, if your mental health is not intact, definitely it will affect every other part of your life. And being someone who is, a productivity freak, and I teach you about productivity a lot, the moment you realize that your mental health is not the way it's supposed to be, every other thing sort of goes down the drain. So decide to invest in your health, that's your physical health and also your mental health. Another thing you need to take note of is eating healthy and socializing more. You need to actually find the time to spend with good friends who sort of inspire you to be better, and also feed your body with the right nutrients for you to grow. Also, don't push yourself too hard. Occasionally, find time to relax and enjoy yourself, because if you overload yourself with too much work, it will be very easy for you to break down and everything still becomes unnecessary. If you need to get regular maintenance, and regular maintenance I mean visit a doctor from time to time so you can actually understand what your state of health is and the things you need to improve on. If you need to take medication to get yourself back up, if you need checkups, whatever it is that you feel you need as a creative to get better and perform better, please do all these things. Lastly, how you look on the outside also tells a lot about how you would look on the inside. If you don't look physically attractive, in some cases, it might not really make a lot of things work for you. If you have all sort of things right around your face, you don't look healthy, it might really push away the customers that you feel you can get in your creative career. So take care of both the internal part and the external. And in conclusion, this is a word from me to you. Your future in a large part is determined by your willingness to invest in yourself. So if you have the opportunity to, before thinking about the finances or the money, invest quality time, invest energy, invest in friends and people, any way you feel you can before you start paying for these things, please go ahead and invest, because eventually it will do you a whole lot of favor. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you for sticking up until this time. It means a lot to me. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and do that. It is one of the ways you can get to support me. Also, I'm on the project of buying a new camera for the channel, to bring the podcast back. So if you want to be a part of this, please go to the link in my bio. And I said link in my bio, I thought it's Instagram. Yeah, check the link in the description, tagged support the camera project, and whatever it is you can support with, I really appreciate. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Wait, stay simple and creative.